Did you know that in recent years, over a third of quarterbacks who enter the NCAA Transfer Portal end up without a scholarship at another four-year school? It's a huge gamble, and it's one that Nebraska quarterback Chubba Purdy has just decided to take. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the latest headline-making move in college football. Chubba Purdy, the once heralded Nebraska quarterback, has officially entered the transfer portal. This isn't just another name on the list. It's a story about high expectations, intense competition, and the harsh realities of big-time college football. So, what went wrong for Purdy in Lincoln, and what does this mean for both his future and the future of the Huskers QB room? Let's set the stage. Being a quarterback in a Power 5 program is one of the toughest jobs in sports. The pressure is immense, the spotlight is relentless, and the competition is fierce. At a place like Nebraska, with its storied history and passionate fan base, that pressure is amplified tenfold. Every single throw, every decision is scrutinized. For years, Nebraska has been searching for that consistent, game-changing leader under center. They've had a revolving door of quarterbacks, each carrying the heavy weight of trying to return the program to its former glory. This constant churn creates an incredibly challenging environment. You're not just playing against the other team. You're often competing against the guy next to you in the locker room, the five-star recruit coming in next year, and the ghosts of quarterbacks past. It's a pressure cooker, and for a player like Chubba Purdy, who came in with significant hype, navigating that landscape was a monumental task from day one. So how did Purdy's journey at Nebraska unfold? Let's rewind a bit. Chubba, the younger brother of 4'9" Ers quarterback Brock Purdy, was a highly touted four-star recruit out of Arizona. He initially committed to Florida State, but after a coaching change, he hit the transfer portal for the first time and landed at Nebraska in 2022. There was a lot of excitement. Fans hoped he could be the dynamic playmaker they'd been missing. But his time in Lincoln was a roller coaster. He appeared in 12 games over 2 seasons, starting 4. His stats tell part of the story. He completed about 53% of his passes for 529 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He also added 315 rushing yards and 3 scores on the ground. The talent was clearly there. You could see flashes of the dual-threat ability that made him such a coveted prospect. But consistency was a major issue. He battled for playing time against veterans like Casey Thompson and Adrian Martinez, and later with Jeff Sims and Heinrich Haarberg. Turnovers plagued his performances at critical moments, and he never seemed to fully grasp the starting job and make it his own. The 2023 season was particularly telling. Despite Sims' struggles with turnovers, Purdy couldn't definitively win the job. And eventually, the coaching staff turned to Haarberg. It was a clear sign that the writing might be on the wall. The climax of this story, the moment that likely sealed his decision, came during this past season. After being passed over for the starting job multiple times, even when the opportunity seemed ripe for the taking, the final blow was the emergence of Heinrich Haarberg. Haarberg, a Nebraska native, brought a different style to the offense and seemed to earn the trust of coach Matt Rhule and the staff. But the true turning point wasn't just on the field. It was the postseason conversation and the look ahead to 2024. Nebraska secured a commitment from 5-star quarterback Dylan Raiola, one of the most celebrated recruits in the country. With Raiola's arrival, the quarterback room was suddenly projected to be him, Haarberg, and Purdy. The path to playing time, which was already narrow, looked nearly impossible. For a player in his junior year with eligibility winding down, the reality was stark. Stay and likely be third string, or take another chance in the portal to find a place where he could actually play. The decision became less of a choice and more of a necessity for his career. So, what are the implications of this move? For Chubba Purdy, it's a fresh start, a second roll of the dice in the transfer portal. He's looking for a program where he can compete for a starting job and showcase the talent that made him a 4-star recruit. It's a risky move, but one he had to make. For Nebraska, it thins out a crowded quarterback room and clarifies the hierarchy heading into spring practice. It solidifies the future around Dylan Raiola and Heinrich Haarberg, allowing the coaching staff to focus their developmental efforts on them. It is the end of an era for a player who arrived with high hopes, but couldn't quite put it all together in Lincoln. The transfer portal continues to change the entire landscape of college football, for better or for worse. What do you think about Purdy's decision? Is the portal giving players fair opportunities, or is it creating too much instability? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you're a fan of all things college football, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out our other videos breaking down all the latest news and recruiting battles. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.